Crustal Activity Lab. So Earth's crust has been shifting and adjusting for billions of years. Recently, scientists discovered that these crustal movements were linked to earthquakes, volcanoes, and mountain ranges. It also gave them the ability to define the shapes of all the world's major plates. So your objective is that you will plot the areas in which the earthquakes occur most frequently and identify other crustal activities that appear related to these zones. So make sure you do your vocab. You actually can get a lot of the vocab from your note packet now that I'm looking at it. But here's the procedure. It says on the map, crustal activities, right here. Darken in the lines that represent the equator, the prime meridian, and the international date line. So all you have to do is go down here and go to your shapes, use a line. We're going to let's use a black line, and we'll do it 2. So there's your 0 for your equator. There's your international date line. And then what was the last one I said to do? The equator, prime meridian, and the international date line. Well, does it look like the prime meridian is here? No, because it's not. So you actually don't have to darken that in. So that was the first direction. Don't forget to do that. Then it says using an X, plot all the world's major earthquakes. Instead of using an X, I want you to use your drawing tool. I want you to use like a 4 or a 6 for your stroke thickness. And then I want you to choose a different color. So in this case, for X, I'm just going to use red. So I'm going to color over that so that I know that's what I'm using. And then you have to plot all these world's major earthquakes. So what you need to do to make it easier on yourself, these 3 magic lines, which are the menu over here, click those and then go to the 2-page view and make sure that the cover page is showing so that you can see here. Now we've separated it across so that I can see the 2 pages so I don't have to flip-flop back and forth. In fact, I'm going to make my head a little bit smaller. There. So now if I plot the January 12th, 1998, so it's 10 degrees south, 180 degrees. So that's going to be right about here. So I plot my little red dot. If I want to, I can make it a 6. And I'll make that a little bit bigger. There, now I can see it. Okay, then 20 degrees south, 180. 20 degrees south, 180. And then 10 degrees south, 160 degrees west. That's going to be right here, and so on and so forth. So using the dot, whatever color you choose, just make sure you cover over it so I can see it. You're going to do the world's major earthquakes. Then once you've plotted all of those fancy places, you're going to go choose a different color. I think I chose purple on my key. And instead of using the triangle, you're just going to plot dots again because it makes life easier. You're going to plot all the world's active volcanoes. Now, we're going to plot dots just like you normally would, but this time it says be sure to label the names of all the volcanoes. So let's do Krakatoa, which is at 105, let's do 6 degrees south, which is going to be right about in this area, 105 degrees east. So 105 degrees east. There's my dot, text box. I'll put it below it. Krakatoa. And there, I labeled it. Mine doesn't have to be that big if you don't want it to be, but better I can see it. And then it won't get in the way of other things. Okay, so that's all you have to do for the procedure. Then you can go down, answer the questions, making sure that they are in your own words. Yes. So you're going to make sure all your answers are in your own words. They can be short and sweet. They don't need to be full sentences. And then the conclusion, you just kind of have to make sure that you're answering it. You should use sentences for that to make sure you're answering it. About comparing the patterns of earthquakes, volcanoes, and mountain ranges on Earth. Where are they? Are they near certain things? Are they not near certain things? What's going on in those places? That kind of stuff. Okay? If you have any questions, I will be around that you can ask them. Good luck.